Wu Xie and Wang Pangzi boarded the train to Changbai Mountain. When they arrived at the inn, Wu Xie was surprised to encounter Uncle Hai, the notorious con artist. From Uncle Hai, he learned that Chen Pi had also come here. Wu Xie wasn't sure whether to feel happy or worried about this news. While he and Wang Pangzi were discussing Chen Pi happened to push open the door. He slowly removed his glasses, revealing a fierce gaze as he glared at them. At that moment, Panzi emerged from another room. Only then did Wu Xie realize that Chen Pi had been arranged by Wu Sanxing, and their target this time was the 9 dragons corpse-bearing coffin of the Eastern Xia Emperor. The reason Wu Sanxing had sought out Chen Pi was that no one else besides Chen Pi could enter the 9 dragons corpse-bearing coffin. The next morning, they arrived at the foot of the snow mountain under Chen Pi's guidance. However, an accident occurred as they prepared to ascend. Fortunately, Wang Pangzi caught Wu Xie in time. Just as the two were about to fall off the cliff, Chen Pi reached out and pulled them up. Chen Pi mockingly laughed at their meager abilities, questioning how they expected to excavate the Eastern Xia Emperor's 9 dragons corpse-bearing coffin with such skills. Luckily, Wang Pangzi was more socially adept and managed to change Chen Pi's attitude with just a few words. When they reached the foot of Changbai Mountain, Wu Xie immediately recognized that the mountains before them were the same snow mountains depicted in the murals of the underwater tomb at Xisha. The Cloud Palace was buried somewhere within these snowy peaks. The guide nearby mentioned these were the 3 sacred mountains, collectively known as the 5 sacred mountains, along with the Great Sacred Mountain and Small Sacred Mountain on either side. Upon hearing this, Chen Pi immediately focused on the Small Sacred Mountain, describing how the mountain range stretched endlessly with perpetual snow and was surrounded on 3 sides, a rare 3-headed old dragon formation. From a grand feng shui perspective, this could be called the Throne of Dragons. The heads of these 3 dragons must be connected, otherwise each dragon would fly away independently, leaving their tails directionless and creating chaos, ultimately turning this place into an inauspicious site. All 3 mountains were perfectly suited for tomb construction. If the Cloud Palace was on the central 3 sacred mountains, then the Great and Small Sacred Mountains on either side must contain accompanying burial sites. Finding these would provide access to the main tomb chamber of the Cloud Palace. From their current position, the Small Sacred Mountain offered the closest route. But just as they reached the foot of the Small Sacred Mountain, Zhang Qiling suddenly knelt down, as if announcing to the bronze gate beneath the snow mountain that the tomb guardian of the Northeast Zhang family had returned.